Why do you think the Philippine government should enforce net neutrality? Net neutrality prevents internet providers like Verizon and Comcast from dictating the kinds of content you're able to access online. Instead, internet providers have to treat all traffic sources equally. Net neutrality is enforced by the Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC, in the United States. In 2002, the FCC decided internet access providers should be regulated differently than phone companies. Phone companies have been regulated by the FCC for the past 80 years to keep them from favoring certain conversations or discriminating when selling services online. Recently, however, the FCC became concerned that a few internet providers have grown too powerful. For example, in 2007, Comcast got in trouble for blocking BitTorrent's access to its network. The FCC didn't want the Verizons and Comcasts of the world to become the gatekeepers of the web. So in 2010, the FCC created something called Open Internet Rules, which enforced three things. Transparency, which means internet access providers had to start disclosing how they were managing their networks. No blocking, which means internet access providers couldn't block access to legal content or applications. And no discrimination, which essentially means net neutrality. These internet access providers can't favor one traffic source over another. They can't do fast lanes. They can't have biased services for different companies or different websites. So, like the United States, the Philippines only have two major telecommunication companies, namely Globe Telecom and PLDT, who provide most of the internet service to the entire Philippines. So, if the Philippine government would not enforce net neutrality in the Philippines, these major telecommunication companies would be able to decide who is heard and who isn't. They'd be able to block websites or content they don't like, or applications that compete with their own offerings. These consequences would be particularly devastating for marginalized community media outlets have misrepresented or failed to serve. Like people of color, the LGBTQ community, indigenous peoples, religious minorities in the Philippines, they all rely on the open internet to organize, access economic and educational opportunities, and fight back against systemic discrimination. We can see this case happening in the entire Philippines. The oppressed indigenous people, the Lumads, they all use the internet to organize, and certain organizations use the open internet to to gather supporters or to organize, basically. Net neutrality is crucial also for small business owners, startups and entrepreneurs who rely on the open internet to launch their businesses, create markets, advertise their products and services, and reach customers. We need the open internet to foster job growth, competition, and innovation. All of these are used by small businesses because, well, the open internet is free, and it's a platform where everybody can release or show the world what they can do without the need for a large capital or without competing with existing large industries. Net neutrality lowers the barriers of entry by preserving the internet's fair and level playing field. It's because of net neutrality that all of them, small businesses and entrepreneurs, have been able to thrive online. No company should be allowed to interfere with this open marketplace. ISPs are the internet's gatekeepers, and without net neutrality, they would seize every possible opportunity to profit from that gatekeeper position.